Hey, welcome back to the CJ2K show. This is Jay.
And this is Connor. You're about to get serenaded.
Love me, say that you love me, fool me, go on and fool me, love me, pretend that you love me, lead me, just say that you need me, ah. That was nice. That was nice.
Phenomenal.
I felt good. It really opens up the throat.
Does it, is it just, like, how does a musician know how to use their hands when they sing? Because I'm going hard over here. I got, like, the opening of the chest, you know, like going for, like, a wing, per se. Like
well,
a right
so I
wing.
feel like it depends on the person because I don't think it's about knowing how to use your hands. I think it's about if you like to use your hands or not.
Isn't that just, like, a weird thing just to, like,
Yeah, you just
happen?
open it up.
You just
Open
go
that
for it.
chest up because you want to hit
just
those
ready
notes.
for it. So my question today for you is this. In anything, a fun way to determine what is best is to bracketize it, right? You create a bracket
100%.
of something random, right?
Right.
So I want you to come up with the topic. We're going to create a bracket for it. And we're going to come up with what is the best thing of whatever you choose.
Okay, so there's one that comes off the top of my mind right now.
Boom.
It's cereal.
Go. Cereal.
Cereal.
Okay. So we got to come up with 16 cereals. We're going to have to make some
16
notes on the
cereals.
phones.
Okay.
We're going to come up with 16 cereals.
Yeah, we'll make notes on the phones.
And I want you to come up right now. And
Would you like
we got to
me-
start listing cereals.
Okay.
Or you could Google cereal lists, like a list of cereals.
Well, no, so we could probably create like a 10 or 12 just off the top of our heads of our favorites right now.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, first
so
off,
are you writing them?
you're writing them.
Okay.
First off, I got Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is money.
I also got Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Obviously, that has to be on there.
I think Frosted Flakes and Honey Nut Cheerios both need to be a part of this.
What was that again?
Cheerios and Frosted Flakes.
Wait, Cheerios?
Yeah, like
What's
don't
going
Cheerios, like that's such a big thing that it's
I mean,
gotta
like
be
on a
there.
national level, I feel like it has to be on there just because
Yeah.
it's
Fruit Loops.
Cheerios. What about chocolate or Cocoa Pebbles, whatever they're called?
Okay, yeah, you can go Cocoa Pebbles. I
What
think
about
that,
Cocoa Puffs?
see, I think the thing
Are we
is
going
you
too
gotta
cocoa-y?
come. No, I think the thing is you gotta come up with like 10
Divisions.
biggest one, and then 6 like wild cards, and those wild cards will be lower seeds. that
Okay,
might-
but
might
good,
trump.
but like maybe
Yeah,
not
like
everybody
Apple
has
Jacks
tried.
is a wild card.
That's-
That's not a
that doesn't
top
seem
10
like a-
cereal.
okay.
That's a wild card.
Okay. Do I need to section these off?
No, Captain Crunch is on there. Like
Cap'n
Reese's
Crunch.
Puffs.
What was the other one? Apple Jacks?
Yeah.
Reese's Puffs. We're typing in because that's a nice one. Even though it's not my fave, it's still good. And let me ask you this real quick. What's better, Reese's Puffs or peanut butter Cap'n Crunch?
Peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Yeah, because it's all peanut butter.
All day though.
We have 9 right now.
See, and we got a good list going on right now.
So now a wild card for me is O's.
See, that's a great wild card because they're delicious.
O's
but
are
God, they
so good.
tear up your mouth,
Dude, those hurt.
It's like I'm eating the tastiest chainsaw.
Do you ever
in
have
the
like
world.
a bunch of good bites in a row, and then you get one where it like misses the molar, and it just hits
Oh,
the top of your
just-
mouth, and you're like, ooh.
It's like chewing on rocks, but if the
Mhm.
rocks were just heaven,
Right,
but they still mess that mouth up.
right. They're jagged somehow, even though they're circles.
I don't understand.
They found a way to make circles jagged, and I don't know.
It's like the moment you bite into them, they're like supposed to break into mouth tearing.
Have you ever
pieces.
had grape nuts?
No, and I,
I haven't
don't think
either,
I want to.
But they're like an old people cereal, and it's like Fruity Pebbles that are rocks. It's like
I'm gonna go on
pebbles.
a list and say that's not something I like. Old people
Yeah, it's
cereal.
crap.
Most things that
It's
are old
crap.
people, like that's the title of the start.
Yeah.
It's things I don't want.
Whenever I used to go over to my Nana and Papa's house when I was younger, up here actually, it was that and cream of wheat. Those are like the
Oh, dude,
always
cream
have
is
them for breakfast options.
I think we gotta go a frosted wheat. Like you got the mini wheats.
Oh, some
and then
mini
just
wheats?
The regular,
Yeah.
yeah. Just go frosted mini wheats. Wheaties is a highly listed one.
Yeah, because it's
Same with
popular.
Rice Krispies.
I would rather put Rice Krispies on there for going
Okay.
plain.
Rice Krispies. Got Lucky Charms.
That has to be on there. I don't know why. It took us that
Raisin
long.
Bran, which is terrible.
Are we doing Raisin Bran? So hold on. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 13. We need 3 more. Are we
Okay,
gonna
I'm
waste
gonna
one on
list
Raisin
you a
Bran?
couple, and you can choose some. We got Raisin Bran. We got Pops, Golden Grams, Fruit Loops if they're not on there.
I
We
got
got like Life cereal.
I'm a big fan of Life. Pops are good though.
We already got that. We don't have Crunch Berries, but we'll just do Captain Crunch as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. Even though it's kind of unfair, but like
Yeah, it's unfair.
No, but how about this?
Honeycombs.
when we get to the Captain Crunch part, you just think of your favorite Captain Crunch,
We'll
whatever
come
that
to
is for you, you know.
some.
Because
Special
everybody that's
K
listening is gonna do this too.
Tricks.
Oh, okay. So Trix. We're now at 15 if I put Trix on there.
Okay, we need one more.
We need one more. Let's get another wild one.
Like s'mores.
Is that popular enough? I don't think I've ever had those.
I don't know. There's like the Count Dracula ones or whatever.
Those are I remember those from my childhood. The box was, honestly, to be completely honest, the box was the best part. Yeah. Because it wasn't the best cereal.
I honestly have never had it. So
oh, really?
I
yeah.
Be a good
there was like so there was one where it was like a ghost on the front and then Dracula. It was like Boo Berries or something like that.
Did we put Kix on there?
No, Kix or Pops would be a good one. Yeah,
I think
Golden
Pops.
Grams.
I think
you think
Pops of all three of those.
Okay.
Although Golden Grams are underrated. They're actually pretty freaking good.
Golden Grams, but also Golden
oh, you know what we didn't put on
what's
there?
the Golden Crisp? That one. You ever had that?
Yeah. You know what ones
Those
we didn't put on there that we should have?
What?
Was like Marshmallow Mateys.
That is Lucky Charms, bud. It's just it's store
Marshmallow
brand.
Mateys beat out Lucky Charms 10 times out of 10.
So
like
I can erase
off-brand Marshmallow. No, you got it.
This is just a personal preference.
But I'm saying right now,
yeah,
on record, off-brand Marshmallow Mateys are way better.
So this is what I have to say about that.
Am I wrong?
You're right halfway and wrong halfway. The marshmallows from Lucky Charms are better, but the pieces from Marshmallow Mateys are better.
Yeah, and I'm not a marshmallow guy in there for some reason. Like the marshmallows aren't the best.
So you like the frosted pieces?
Yeah, the frosted pieces.
Whatever you call them. Yeah.
But you gotta have a couple marshmallows to not make it so dull.
Yeah.
So
because you want the fruity flavor.
I want it like a 75-25 mix.
Maybe even. I actually wouldn't mind that. I'm
like
on board with that.
15, like somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
On everybody.
Have you seen like at those like specialty candy stores? They have just a box of only the Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Yeah. Why would you want that?
Because there's some people that are the opposite of you. They just want a bowl full of marshmallows.
Yeah, but the problem with those people is who wants a bowl full of cardboard marshmallows that aren't that good? I don't want that.
What is it about how do they make the marshmallow crunchy but still marshmallow?
It's like they dehydrate it.
Yeah, that is exactly what they do.
They just dehydrate it all.
Yeah.
And it's like this like weird texture that's not that good.
You ever put a marshmallow in the microwave?
Yeah, it blows up so fast.
I've never done it, but I've seen the videos. It just puffs up.
It expands super fast.
Yeah,
we used to do it all the time.
Oh, really?
Just for fun. But like my family loves
Does
s'mores.
it explode?
No, just like blows up in terms of like it just gets huge.
Does it get really hot or does it just kind of blow up?
Or does it just kind of it expands to like massive amounts.
And then it
we're
quickly
talking, like,
dissipates when you
amounts.
open the
like it'll
door.
get as big as like a grapefruit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like your regular everyday marshmallow will become grapefruit size.
Not a jumbo marshmallow.
No, correct. Like a regular marshmallow will become like
a regular marshmallow that's that big.
No, not like a mini marshmallow. I'm talking about like the ones that are like.
Oh,
this.
so that's Jumbo Boy.
That's not a jumbo marshmallow.
That's a jumbo.
Okay, a jumbo marshmallow.
Mini ones are the ones that come in like with the hot cocoa. That's crap.
Marshmallows you put with freaking.
S'mores. That's a jumbo.
Yeah.
That's a jumbo marshmallow.
Are you sure?
No. In my mind, it's jumbo.
I think you got minis, regulars, and jumbos. Regulars are the ones you put.
Oh, jumbos are like real big.
Yeah, the jumbo ones are the big ones like this.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm right. And then you got like the dehydrated little guys that go on hot chocolate.
Yeah, those suck.
But they're good in hot chocolate.
They're good in hot chocolate when those like turn to like the foam.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of like a foamy marshmallow mess on top.
Because when they're still a little hard, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, there's nothing good about them. Yeah.
Let's talk about hot chocolate for just half a second.
Okay.
When you use the packets of hot chocolate and you make it your own, and you forget to like mix up just a little bit.
Yeah, and it just stays on top like an idiot.
How good is that though?
Oh, I don't like it.
What?
Visually, I don't like it. I have to mix it all.
It's not
it's
good,
like a little.
Like if you get like a little drink and there's just like a little powderiness that goes down there and it's like clunked. Oh, it's so good. The clumpiness.
The what?
The clumpiness of like the chocolate right there.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so good.
It sounded like you said the calla penis.
Wait,
no,
calla penis?
Yeah, you said clumpiness, but you said it weird.
I will forever call it a calla penis.
Yeah, the calla penis of hot cocoa on top. You like that?
That is a term. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, no, dude.
Colosseum-sized
penis is what it is. Or a cauliflower penis.
I'm terrified of what it looks like.
That's disgusting. Let's go back to the cereal.
I liked where we were headed. Okay. Cereal number 1 seed, hands down, not even close. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I agree. So now I got to make another list with the number.
It might be easier to write it down.
Well, we don't have those tools readily available, so we're going to continue with this. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch is 1.
Fair. I think number 2's got to be what? Captain Crunch?
I agree.
Your
just because of how versatile.
Yeah.
Because, whatever your favorite Captain Crunch is, it's probably one of your favorite cereals. Third, what do we got? Maybe like a Fruity Pebs?
Should we just write it Pebbles, like between Cocoa
all Pebbles?
and Fruity?
Let's do because we're doing that for Crunch anyway. Which means now we have to add a cereal back on it. What are we doing?
No, we don't have to because Fruity and Cocoa are way different.
You're right. Okay, so Fruity Pebbles is the better one, correct?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So that's our 3 seed. I like it. 4 seed. What's still top 4 cereal? Apple Jacks. Honestly, Apple Jacks is
the problem is you got the list.
Yes, you can't currently see them. All right, I'll tell you what we have left.
Hold on. I think like Cheerios has to be up there.
Okay,
like
so let's put it up there just for
Cheerios
courtesy.
Mammoth.
Because it's a vet, so we have to honor it. So we got Honeycombs, Lucky Charms, Rice Krispies.
Mini Wheats need to be top whatever.
It's not time for those yet, I don't think, is it?
Yeah, I think Mini Wheats is considered the 4th best selling cereal.
Wow. Okay. So we got Pops, Rice Krispies, Lucky Charms, Frosted
Lucky
Flakes.
Charms can be up there.
I think so too. I
Well,
feel like
right
a
now
lot.
we're not going off favorites. We're going off like sellers.
We're going off. Yeah.
Lucky Charms need to be up there. Rice Krispies need to be up there.
Okay, I'll put that
Raisin
in.
Bran needs to be up there.
We didn't even have that in our top 16 because we ended up putting
goodness.
Pops up there.
Fruit Loops need to be in there.
Okay, I'll do that one next.
Frosted Flakes, if we did those, I don't know.
No, those are next.
Yeah, keep doing those.
Okay. So what's our 10? We have Trix, we have Honeycombs, we have Pops, O's, Reese's Puff, Apple Jacks.
Reese's Puffs, then Apple Jacks.
Okay.
Oh, we should have done Cookie Crisp.
Ooh.
Is there one to take off?
We could go Pebbles as a whole.
Yeah, go Pebbles as a whole. And add that Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp is our number 12. Okay, so we need 4 more. We have Pops, Trix, Honeycombs.
Honeycombs. And what was the last 2?
You said Trix. Oh, we have Honeycombs and Pops?
Yep. And then what's the last one?
I gotta find it on my list because O's.
O's. Boom. O's is the 16th cereal. Perfect. I like it.
Okay. Are we going Pops or Honeycomb?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever order.
We did Pops as 14. We got Honeycomb. Although this is kind of stupid because I feel like we know what's gonna happen. You know, like the top ones are gonna prevail.
I don't know.
Although O's as the 16 is for sure gonna get an upset. No, because O's plays the 1.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And you can't do that unless we go a 2-sided bracket. No, we got a 2-sided bracket.
No, we got a
We go 1-8 and then we go 2-16.
No,
we don't do that.
No. We go one bracket. Make it simple.
Right.
So what's our matchup?
So we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and O's.
Okay, Cinnamon Toast Crunch wins. However, O's is like a top 5 cereal. So it was a tough round matchup.
It was a tough round matchup.
O's had 2 injured, loops in the bag, and they didn't come back till at the end of the year, and everyone thought they were going to be just so good. Problem is they just couldn't prevail. They didn't have the chemistry.
So to Cinnamon Toast Crunch all the way.
See, that's not going to be my winner.
Sadly. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then who else plays? The 8 and the 9 play, which is Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes.
Fruit Loops takes it because Frosted Flakes are too plain.
I agree. Even though Fruit Loops aren't like the best.
No, Fruit Loops suck actually.
Yeah.
But Frosted Flakes are not that good.
All right, so next we have 2 versus 15. Captain Crunch versus Honeycomb.
Captain Crunch, baby. Even though Honeycombs are also
kind of got
underrated.
fucked with the bracket there because
Yeah,
there's something
15.
special about them, but like there's no way.
Remember when we did the cereal challenge and you chose Honeycombs first?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that, or should we talk about that?
I mean, I just want to say I would.
For those of you who don't know, which is everyone,
yeah,
other than us and my dad,
we decided it would be intelligent to try to eat 3 bags of whatever cereal you want. You do not have to drink the milk, but 3 bags of whatever cereal you want in 30 minutes. It was myself, our buddy Chad, and this guy over here. I just want to list it. The same list order that I did in terms of people was the people who did better than the rest. I by far could. I think you can ask Jordan. I think I could have done it. I stopped because it was a challenge between the 3 of us, and I was way ahead of everyone. And I stopped because my mouth was effed.
We had it in our minds that we were all
crushed.
going to do it successfully. It was a matter of who was going to win.
Correct.
We start. You and Chad chose the same for cereal, and you guys.
No, we did not. I started out with my weird like cookies and cream one.
That's right. You
And I
just had
downed that.
one common one.
Correct. And we had one common one.
And that was the Captain Crunch, which tore both of your mouths up.
Yeah, and Captain Crunch was my second one, and I was halfway through the box.
And you were
with,
like, it's not worth it because I already won.
And you guys couldn't get through the whole first box. And I was already almost done with my second box. And I had the easiest one, which was Dino Bites. And I would have crushed Dino.
That was the one that we all had that was common.
Like, you and so we're in agreement. I would have easily done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had 12 minutes left to get just the Dino
I had
Bites?
16 minutes left just to get the Dino Bites done. Well,
yeah.
I would have had 12 minutes left just to get dinos because I would have taken like 4 more to finish what I was on.
Yeah.
But I finished
anyway,
my first box in like 7
my
minutes.
stupid face
Shows
shows
honeycombs first.
honeycomb, and if you could have just witnessed the difference in what was in the bowl.
You got your
My idea
tough
behind
for
it
you.
was, I got honeycomb because it's one of the cereals that gets soggy the quickest out of any possible cereal. And it was also, we were getting specific cereals that were on part of a deal. They had to be a certain brand, so we didn't have free reigns of
we're
every
cheap asses.
cereal. Yeah. Otherwise, Rice Krispies would have been like the best cereal to get because that gets soggy.
No,
so
dinos,
quick.
dude. I think 3 things of fruity dinos are the way to go.
Yeah.
Or chocolate dinos, whatever
Yeah.
you prefer.
Anyway, I didn't even get through the honeycomb because it was just like, it looked at least like double what they had. In
You
the first
had
box.
you ate like 2/3 of a bag of cereal, and we're like,
Right.
I'm done.
Right, because it's just like, okay,
What are
this
some-
did not go the way.
before we finish, no. I want to talk food feats that we think we could do after this.
Yeah, okay, for
Like-
sure.
Like we can go back at the ones we've already talked about and maybe create some more here. But let's talk about food feats after we finish the bracket.
Okay, I agree because
Okay.
I have a couple. Yeah,
So keep going on the bracket.
Okay, so next up is the 7-10 matchup: Rice Krispies versus Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs, which is a upset, no?
It's an upset according to the seedings,
But yeah,
but it's not really an
Rice
upset because it's
Krispies
like
are
yeah.
trash. However,
No, Rice Krispies
however,
with a little bit of sugar on top are a money cereal.
no, see, Rice Krispies mixed with marshmallow into Rice Krispie treats, fire.
Wait,
But if
one
you
more
don't do the marshmallow
Oh,
toppings
Yeah.
that make them in the Rice Krispie treat, it's not even worth touching. Like, don't even buy them.
I agree.
I would say in my years of life, the only time Rice Krispie treats have been purchased was to make Rice Krispie treats.
I agree.
Because no one eats that shit.
And I
It's-
think the only time I've ever had Rice Krispies in a bowl like for cereal was because we bought multiple boxes of Rice Krispies to make crispy treats,
And you
then
had
we
some leftovers?
Yeah, we had some leftovers, so
you
we
had
just had to
to
eat it
stomach it.
because no one gets that.
Yeah, and you had to stomach it. That's
Well,
the
no,
words that you
no, I
used.
didn't have
It
to
wasn't
stomach-
like,
No,
yay, Rice Krispie treats this morning.
Well,
It was
no.
like, what cereal we
but
got
I'm not
left?
choking it down. It's not like I'm like,
No.
oh, this is tough.
But hold on, you opened that cabinet that day, and you saw, damn it, I only have Rice Krispie treats.
other
and
thing
Mom's
about
not
Rice
going to buy more until this is gone.
So now hold up,
So I have to have.
I'm gonna defend Rice Krispie treats a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the normal box of Rice Krispie treats is massive. They do you a favor. You get
And
what
they
you pay
fill it.
for. I know they do. So when you open the cupboard and you see just a giant family size, regular size box of Rice Krispies, it softens the blow a little bit. 'Cause it's like, ooh,
Or does it
giant
hurt
blue
the
box.
blow a little bit? Because you're like, oh, a giant bag of Rice Krispie treats. These got to go till I get my Captain Crunch. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like,
we gotta make this leave. That way, Mom has to go get more
damn,
cereal.
I need 4. I need to eat 4 of these just so this is gone. Damn it.
Yeah, but you put the sugar on top, and it's just like Cheerios, dude.
God, Cheerios are surprisingly good though. But keep going.
Yeah,
keep
we
going.
lost them though. This one's obvious. We got both Pebbles versus Pops.
Pebbles wins.
Yeah, sadly.
Pops are good,
Pops
but
are
the problem is like Pops are good for like half a bowl. Like it's
Right.
not like something I don't want a whole box of Pops. There's a
Correct.
lot of cereals that I could down a box with ease. Like no questions. Like I'm gonna do it if I buy it. you know?
Right.
Like I get Captain Crunch, that box is gone within the day. Like 100%.
That's how I feel about Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, but Pops are like I have a bowl. It was good. It was cool. Like I hadn't had them in 4 years.
Yeah, it was a good bowl. I'm not
Going
gonna
back to the
go
shelf.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah, like they were good
That's
because I hadn't
enough.
had them in 10 years and I wanted to remember what Pops tasted.
kind of like O's too, but O's are also
No,
like
O's
you
taste
injured me,
really
so now I have to stop.
That's the problem with O's. The O's it's not the flavor. O's might have the best flavor
They do,
of
dude.
all
Oh,
cereals.
they're so good.
It is amazing.
and I don't even like honey, but that's the flavor, and it's really good.
Oh, it's so good. And then you just have a bowl and you're like, fuck, I want another bowl. However, I have to
I don't
warn
know if I can
myself
take
now.
the beating
that
right
this
now.
is stupid.
yeah,
And it's like, still going to do it though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then next up we have the 6 and 11. We have Lucky Charms versus Apple Jacks. Now this is tough.
Ooh, see, we got a good one here. And it's got to be
So-
Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks
I
are
agree.
so
I'm
good.
so glad you said that because I thought we were gonna have to argue for a sec.
No. Lucky Charms are
The
overrated.
cinnamon
They're just a name
aspect of
brand.
Apple Jacks,
Apple
that's
Jacks is
that's a
delicious.
complete cereal.
But again, Apple Jacks is the same kind of cereal like Pops in terms of like I want them once and then I don't need them for 6 months. You know what I mean? Like I just
okay.
need them once and then we're good.
That's
like
fair.
our love affair has been met.
Okay, that's fair. Next we have 4 Cheerios versus Trix.
Ooh,
This is kind of a good matchup
this is a real good matchup.
because
The reason why is
Trix
are
aren't
good.
that good. Oh,
Well,
what?
no, Trix are good in terms of like they're different.
They are different.
Like
They are different because even though they're a fruity cereal like a lot of cereals,
they're not super fruity.
they're not. Yeah.
They're kind of dull.
Let me ask you this
And they
though:
got a cool
how
mascot.
worse did Trix get when they changed the shapes and now they're just balls?
Oh, way worse.
Remember they used to be so
Dramatic
cool,
decline.
dude. It was
Well,
fun
they had
to
great
look
commercials.
at. They did.
Like what?
I'm sure they still do. We just don't watch
Rabbit, Tricks Are
Nickelodeon.
for Kids?
Yeah, but we just don't watch Nickelodeon
Yeah, but how
anymore.
good was those commercials? Were great.
They were great, just
I
like the
wanted
Lucky
Tricks because
Charms
of
ones.
I'm gonna say Cheerios wins this one. I'd rather have a bowl like. Hold on, can I? We're talking about our favorite of the brand.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about Dinos, like I'm talking about Fruity Pebbles, not Cocoa. You know, the Cocoa ones.
Correct. Yeah,
When
it's
we talk
whatever
about Captain
you.
Crunch. I'm talking about like whatever one I'm feeling that day.
So this one you're talking Honey Nut.
So these I'm talking Honey Nut, and
Right.
Honey Nut Cheerios are so good.
They are really good.
Honey Nut Cheerios are underrated beyond belief. They're
Also,
so
now that I
good.
think about it, one thing that we left off, Honey Bunches of Oats. We left that on. That could have been in our 16, but
they're good.
whatever.
Not great.
But I agree that it's Cheerios all the way because Trix, they lost points when they changed, man. But last matchup of the first round, we have Mini Wheats versus Cookie Crisp.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this and just say Cookie Crisp should be so good,
It should.
but they suck.
Now, tell me why, because I agree.
Cookies are hands down one of the best treats possible. Whether it be Chips Ahoy, whether it be Oreos, whether it be a chocolate chip cookie that my mom or whoever made.
Well,
Like-
could you imagine if it was actually just a miniature version of a chocolate chip cookie, and you just had 90 in a bowl?
I would,
Oh my
I would be in
goodness!
heaven. Let's
Yeah.
just start with that. I'd be in heaven.
Oh, it'd be so good.
However, no one has really created a good dehydrated version
I
of a
agree.
cookie
I agree.
that when you add milk it becomes good again.
Right.
Just no one's been able to do it.
Let me ask
It's
you
just
this.
not a thing.
You ever have, like, think about this. Think about, mini Chips Ahoy? You ever have those?
Yeah.
Now, those are still too big to be a cereal, but that, what you're imagining that is, make that smaller, same texture, and then now
But they
if
get
that's the
too
Cookie Crisp,
soggy too quick.
that's
so
true,
it
but
can't be cereal.
but hey, you might just bite the bullet at that point because it's way better cookies.
Maybe you might. You
Because
have a
Cookie
valid
Crisps,
point.
they're
They're just not good.
They're not.
And who
I
are
mean,
they
they're
up
good.
against?
If we have them in the house, I'm eating them.
Yeah, but who are they up against?
They're up against Mini Wheats.
Mini Wheats also suck, and the reason why they suck is this: the Mini Wheats with a lot of frosting at the top are so good.
Why don't they just double side it?
But the problem is you get ones that don't have that layer of
Yeah.
frosting, and it's like this one just got screwed.
Exactly.
Like no one wants you. Like
And
I
it's
look at
basically
it,
just a
and
wheat.
I look at it and I say, you are the redheaded stepchild in
Yeah.
this box.
Well, except the problem
I'm
is that there's so many redheaded stepchilds.
and then there's like half the boxes that way.
Exactly.
And you're like, what the hell?
And so then you're forced to eat the bowl, and you have to pick out the shitty ones first because you
I was just gonna say
have to
I'm a
save the
save
good
for
ones.
later guy.
Yes.
And so I'm eating all these shitty ones for like
Mhm.
first 2 minutes
And you're
eating
like,
the
"What's
bowl. I'm
going
like,
on here?"
God, this sucks.
And then it's a good ending, but
Oh,
it
ending's
doesn't
great.
necessarily salvage the whole experience. Because
exactly.
But I will say the one good thing about Mini Wheats is that they can be a standalone breakfast in the sense that like you eat those and you can get full if you have a lot,
You do get full quick.
which is not something that most other cereals
No,
do unless
cereals
you're down
do
in the
not
box.
fill you at all.
Right.
Those do. So this is actually going to be the closest one to me. This is like
I
a 50,
agree.
51-49 split.
And I think somehow
I need a question to be
I
asked.
have my vote.
I need a question to be asked for
Asked
me to
or
have an
answered?
answer.
Okay, what do you
I
need me
need
to
you
ask
to
you?
ask me if both were in front of me, which one am I grabbing?
If I had a bowl of Cookie Crisp right now and I was about to pour the milk on them fresh, and a bowl of Mini Wheats and I was about to pour the milk on them fresh right now with a spoon, which one are you going for?
Cookie
And which one
Crisp.
am I going for?
Cookie
Okay,
Crisp.
I agree. I think
I think I'm
barely-
going Cookie Crisp because I don't want to experience the first 2 minutes. I think that sold me. Like
I agree.
that 2 minutes.
I get
sucks.
immediate
It's
pleasure.
not
It's
good.
not a peak.
Yeah,
it's
just-
like
it's okay.
It's a solid 75, but I don't want
60.
I don't want to start at a 20% with the
Correct.
shitty Mini Wheats.
20's a gift.
It is a gift.
And the people who eat just that shit because that's a cereal is just the shred.
Oh,
of just,
without the
fuck
frosting.
those people.
Yeah.
That's serial killer tendency.
Now let me ask you this: is it something that I'm unaware of? Do they make a double-sided frosted, and it's like a specialty kind?
Maybe, and if they did, would be fire.
Yeah.
And no, don't give me some of that like strawberry shit. No, I want
I've
just the
seen
regular
that.
frosted ones.
Not good. Yeah.
But I just want them coated. I want them dipped in it. I want them dunked in it.
like
and then thrown
sealed.
in the
I almost
bag.
want you to
Yeah, I
seal
want
it off.
sealed in that
Yeah.
frosting shit. I just want you to throw your bag of shitty wheat, throw it in some
Yes.
fucking a tub of that shit,
Right.
and then throw that in a bag for me. That's what I
Yeah, it would just look like a pillow, and then you like crack it to get into it,
Yep.
and then it's a wheat inside.
Yep. Delicious.
Yeah,
Would be heaven.
that would be good.
Probably top 2 cereal.
Yeah, that would be real.
But the
good,
problem
dude.
is they don't do that.
They
And
don't
they're
do that.
not.
They
It's
don't
not
do
just
that.
not worth it.
they didn't think it through. Okay, so we're back towards the top.
Okay.
We're on to second round.
'Kay.
So we got the 1 seed versus the 8 seed, as expected.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruit Loops.
It's got to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
However, I don't think that's going to be our winner today. However, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the kind of cereal that you could have 4 boxes of.
Yes.
And it would be easy.
And you wouldn't think so because it's there's not like multi flavors like a Fruit Loop or a Fruity Pebble.
They did a good job constructing the cereal.
They did.
It gets soggy enough, but not too soggy.
Also, I think we might be
And it's got a
dealing
good
with
flavor.
the best mascot in all of cereal with the Cinnamon Jamaican guy.
He is great.
He's the best guy. Now, do you remember those commercials?
I do.
It was like the
remember those
apple versus I was like a bad apple, or like just a pesky guy, and the Jamaican cinnamon guy.
I think the number
like
one
skateboarded.
mascot is going to be the Apple Jacks guy, though. I'm just going to go out there and say that. but-
Wait, and is that's what I'm thinking of? It's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the little bread.
Yeah, he's a little like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
little square guy.
Sorry,
You're talking about the Jamaican
I'm
guy.
talking about the Jamaican guy
He's
that
the
is
best
Apple
one.
Jacks.
Yeah, he's Apple Jacks.
Because it's Apple and Jacks. I'm an idiot. Yeah.
And then
That's
and
the
then
best
cinnamon guy is the little he's the little Cinnamon Toast Crunch dude. He's got
Those do
little
have
arm
funny
legs, and he's
commercials
good.
though, where they
He's
like
good.
eat each other like cannibals.
Yeah, he's good.
Those are kind of funny.
But it's not as good as the Jamaican.
It's not good. Yeah. But we are agreeing that it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch that wins
Correct.
this matchup.
Correct. Cinnamon Toast Crunch wins, and it's
The
because
toucan of the
Loops-
Fruit Loops isn't bad either. He's
Yeah, but
very recognizable.
Yeah, but it's because Fruit Loops just aren't that good. They're not that flavorful.
They're-
They're kind of dull.
Once again, they're one dimensional.
How about this? They're kind of like Fruit Loops are in terms of candy. Like
Yes.
you got, how like flavorful Starburst Star.
Yes.
They're like a Mamba, really good.
Yes.
But I don't want them all the time. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, they're kind of healthier version. Like I'm gonna want a Starburst
like it's
over a
got
Mamba.
good fruit flavor, but it's not overwhelming me. But when you
Yeah.
put a Starburst in your mouth and it just
And it, like,
explodes,
boom, and you're like, like the liquid in your mouth is all of a sudden that.
it would
flavor
be like
too.
this like a regular Welch's fruit snack versus like a Gusher.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah,
for the
yeah, I'm going for
Gusher.
Gusher all day
Way
long.
more powerful.
Yeah. Even though they're still good.
They're
but
still
it's just
good.
Not
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah. I like it. Okay, next up we have your Captain Crunch of choice versus Reese's Puffs.
Okay.
And I already asked this question basically
I'm
earlier.
gonna start out with this and tell you Reese's Puffs delicious,
Okay.
and Reese's are very very delicious.
Yeah.
However, Captain Crunch is the winner of this whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, what? Hey, don't.
I'm just saying.
Don't.
And the reason
You know,
why
I'm specifically not going to let that happen.
and the reason why is like Captain Crunch has like 4 different kinds of
do
cereal
have
that
4
are all
different
like top 6.
But like I said, don't take that into account. What's your favorite one? And you're talking about that. So yours is peanut butter.
So that's the problem. Is peanut butter is the best one.
Right. Well, in
However,
my
there's a
opinion, my
time-
Captain Crunch is just the regular
Hold
one.
on, and then there's a time for that.
Yeah.
And then there's a time with Crunch Berries because Crunch Berries are actually very good.
Yeah.
Like if you just have like I'm not talking about a full bowl of Crunch Berries. I'm talking about the regular. old,
It has regular and
combo.
berries. Right.
There's a time and a place for that where it's delicious.
That's true.
It's very good. And
Yeah.
then there's time for just the Crunch Berries, which are great. And then there's a time for peanut butter, which is the best. And it's amazing.
So, yeah, I think I actually, because I'm a cereal for dessert kind of guy, but like the peanut butter Captain Crunch, that is
So
a straight up treat.
It is so good.
That's only
and that's gonna
for
win
dessert.
This,
if you
this-
have,
it's gonna win this round.
I just want to say this: if you have peanut butter Captain Crunch in the morning, you're wild because it's not.
You're freaky.
Yeah,
You're
it's
real
not,
freaky.
It's not in the morning. That's a
Is
dessert.
that is that another serial killer tendency right there? Is with the person who has
Oh.
just this like ice cream for breakfast?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I personally think that it is a thing. There are a couple things that I think you title that with,
Serial killer
and that's one of them.
tendencies?
Yeah, like
Wha-
someone
wait,
who
wait. What is it? The ice cream, or you're saying that the peanut
like
butter Captain
like
Crunch?
yeah something that's sweet for breakfast.
Yeah, you just can't do that.
Like someone who eats food right after they brush their teeth.
Oh,
Nuts.
could you imagine in
That
like
person
backwards world, you like
also
brush your teeth,
dreams
and you're
about
like, can't
killing you.
wait for the OJ.
Yeah,
something
that's
like that.
someone who wants to kill you. There's no doubt about it. They
agree.
think about it on a nightly basis. Is that person right there?
They think about the whole brushing teeth and then the cereal, and then they also think about serial killing.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, we have I don't remember the numbers. I'm gonna look them up right here. We have the 3 seed versus the 11 seed. Pebbles versus Apple Jacks.
Oh,
Tough one, man.
it's a tough matchup. Apple Jacks are a really tough 11 seed.
I know.
I mean, they're a solid top 5 cereal probably.
We're going to
but-
OT, is what you're saying. Like in this game,
But with
it
that
goes to
being
OT.
said, Fruity Pebbles. There's something magical about a spoonful of 50 Pebbles
I know.
that, in my opinion, all taste different. I don't believe that I think each color has a distinct flavor,
Mhm.
in my opinion. And when you get a spoonful of it all, it's just it's
And there's also like
it's a
3.
graveyard of fruit.
There's also like 3 different like types of Fruity Pebbles. You have right when you pour them, they're all hard and crunchy. You take a bite. Then you have when they're about 50% soggy. That's when they're at their best, in my opinion.
Correct. And then you got soggy,
And then
which
you
is
have
still good.
soggy, and they're still good.
Yeah, like the soggy ones are the like The only
at the end of the bowl.
I was gonna say the only negative about Fruity Pebbles is I'm a cereal drinker. Like I drink the milk,
Yeah.
you know, because like I'm not a waster in that way. And you got like 50 of them in the bowl sporadically that are like glued to the side of the bowl. The only
Yeah.
negative of them. And now that I have
It
to
does
do
make
dishes,
cleanup kind of
now
annoying.
that my mom doesn't do my dishes,
Right.
that's a pain in my ass. Especially when I
true.
don't get to it that
That's a
day.
good point.
And then they're like on there. They're like caked to the bowl.
That's
And
true.
it's like
you got to be proactive with
Oh.
your Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
And either eat them all and be good, or immediately rinse that thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say the one thing that pushes it close is that. However, they still prevail.
They still prevail
They do.
because
They do.
100% of the time it's one of those cereals where if you have it, you're not getting tired of it.
You're not mad at it. It's not. I don't want this once a year. It's like I could have that every
You're
day.
like, let's go.
Like, I'm okay with that. That's the best fruity cereal. on
Oh
the
yeah.
market.
Oh for sure. Last matchup we have the 4-seed Cheerios and the what seed were they? The 12-seed Cookie Crisp that squeaked by
Cheerios.
last run. Remember?
Cheerios. Honey Nut
Because you're a Honey
Cheerios
Nut guy.
are really freaking good. I'm
Let
just
me
now
ask you this.
remembering in the back of my head how good they taste.
Okay. It's funny because I do have a favorite Cheerio. Honey Nut Cheerios I got tired of for a while because that was like the only cereal I liked when I was a kid. And so my mom bought it so much and then I just kind of got tired of it. You know how that happens?
Yep.
And obviously Cheerios, just regular ones, just are nothing special
They're
about them.
plain.
Have you ever had Frosted Cheerios?
I have not.
That's my favorite Cheerio. It
And I'm
comes
gonna
in
be
a
honest
it comes
with
in a
you, it'd be
sky
good.
blue box,
Ooh.
and it's very similar to the frosting that's on Frosted Flakes,
Okay.
but it's just on a Cheerio now.
okay.
It's very similar to the pieces in Lucky Charms, or Marshmallow Mateys, whatever you want to call it. It's
I
like
can
that.
Imagine that being
It's just a
good.
bowl of that, right? That's
Now,
my favorite
if you combined
Cheerio.
Honey Nut Cheerios in that, so it's
Ooh,
like a
half and
frosted
half.
Honey Nut Cheerio.
Oh, you're saying that
That sounds fire.
a
And
frosted
it
honey
sounds
nut,
like it would be so good.
dude. These are good marketing ideas for these companies because wouldn't you like a little like mashup thing, almost like
Oh.
how two different brands mash up?
I would
like
love
do
it.
that with your types. You
Wait,
know?
Could you frost a Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god! And then it would be
Or-
literally like cinnamon rolls.
Or take this on for size. How about Apple Jacks already has cinnamon? What if you know how the Cinnamon Toast Crunch has cinnamon sugar on top of each piece? Put that also on the Apple Jacks. What would that be like?
Oh,
You know, just start combining
yeah, I'm salivating. Let's keep going.
things. Oh, so who wins that? Cheerios wins that, right?
all
Yeah.
Day, and I know you're picking the same.
Right. So
'Cause
the
Cookie
crazy
Crisp is
thing,
bad.
the crazy thing, yeah, we can't let that somehow.
That's not a round 3.
No. So we do in fact have the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds that go all the way through.
That's okay. That's how the brackets are
Um,
supposed to be.
That's true. That's true. So now what we have is we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus Captain Crunch.
This is where we split.
Why do we split?
I'm going Captain Crunch.
Because you are going Captain Crunch.
I'm going Captain Crunch, and the reason why is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'm cheating in this game.
Okay, I have
Yeah.
I have good points right here.
The reason why I'm going to cheat is
Go ahead.
this, and you're going to be like, "That's not the rules of the game," and I understand.
Go ahead.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is very good. It is
Okay.
a very, very, very good.
Okay.
However, Captain Crunch has 3 that are so good. I'm going with the quantity.
Which
The
like
difference
you
is-
know,
I know,
it has
it's
nothing
not
to do with
part
the
of the
game.
I get it. I'm taking my talents to the
Okay,
to the side
okay.
where I can
Well
pick
then
3 different
let me just
boxes
go ahead and
be
say this.
happy.
Let me just go ahead and say this. Let's talk about versatility. And what I mean by that is a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, if you don't have any milk, you eat those little guys
Oh,
and then
that's a
you
good
got cinnamon
point.
sugar on your fingers, like almost like Cheeto
Not only
dust.
that, but it also like doesn't hurt to chew.
It
'cause it's
doesn't.
not
It
too-
doesn't. Now, could you imagine putting a handful of peanut butter Captain Crunch in your mouth?
Oh, I could. I'd love
Actually, I
that
could
still.
too. You're right. That
I'd
wasn't
love
that wasn't a good idea.
But like you
But
are
it's
right.
different because
the
the
texture of
Captain
cereal's
Crunch is
nice.
abrasive,
Okay.
and so you need that milk. Sog it up a little bit.
Keep going. What's your other
Um,
point? You said you
I
had 2.
forgot what it was. Oh, I know what it was. So hear me out. Oh, this is gonna be tough because I don't think your answer is gonna go the way I want it to. But let's go back. If I have two bowls,
This is your option.
If I
Hold
have-
on. This is your option to sway my vote.
I'm trying.
If it doesn't work, my vote's
If it doesn't work, then okay, we'll keep it. If I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch right here, okay,
Yeah, I got you.
and a bowl of Captain Crunch right here,
Yeah,
which one are you picking?
Captain Crunch.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
all day.
Okay, so
And-
then this is what we're
so
gonna do
this is
because
what
my
I'm gonna
vote's
tell you.
clearly Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So hold on. This is where the vote was going to get swayed, and I thought you were going to ask this question, and this will sway my vote that way, even though I'm going to still choose Captain Crunch. Would be if hey, you're on bowl 5 of the same cereal. Do you want Cinnamon Toast Crunch or do you want your Peanut Butter Crunch? I'm going probably cinnamon after that. Like I probably want Cinnamon Toast Crunch if I had the same bowl 5 times in a row.
Because of the
But the
because
problem
how
is
easy
that's
is it?
not the question you
Tired of
asked,
it?
so my vote's Captain Crunch. So we gotta do a flip.
So
a
we're
coin or
gonna
something.
come up with a tiebreaker. No, we'll do it in some fair way.
Okay.
That's not so random. But let's satisfy the other matchup first, because I'm sure we can agree there.
What is that?
It's gonna be Pebbles versus Cheerios.
Okay. So I'm gonna make this one harder than it should be.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Pebbles are better, and Pebbles is gonna win because I know your vote lies with the Pebs, and that's where my vote lies as well.
Yeah,
But
I'm a Peb boy.
I have just like doing this bracket has reminded me how good and just how simple Honey Nut Cheerios are.
Right.
Honey Nut Cheerios
It's underrated.
are so good. And I'll tell you this: if O's had the same texture as Honey Nut or if it had Honey Nut texture, they didn't f up your mouth. O's would be cereal number 1, and it's blows it out of the water.
I think I agree
O's
with that.
taste wise is hands down the best.
Dude,
not
it's
even close.
so good.
Now Honey Nut Cheerios
And it's so simple.
have done a good job. Like they're a solid B to O's in terms of taste. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like part of me, I'm like only 48% saying no. Like we're close. Like it's
Yeah,
52,
it is
48.
close. It is closer than it looks
'Cause-
like on the surface.
And the reason why is like just if we go like even just like health factor, like a lot of them say like what is it? What does the box say? Like it helps prevent heart
it
attacks or
says
whatever
something
for,
about
like-
heart health or something like that is what all
like,
Cheerios
so if
boxes
it's
say.
somewhat healthy,
Cholesterol lower
yeah,
or something.
whatever
weird.
it
I don't
is.
know. Good on
like if it's somewhat healthy, like if I said I'm gonna be health conscious, even though I know it's not healthy, but like
And
if
you're
it
talking
was-
about plain at this point, or are you talking about Honey Nut still?
I'm talking about Honey Nut.
Oh, okay.
Let's say Honey Nut was half the cows. I'm
Mhm.
going Honey Nut all day long. I don't know if it is, and I'm not quoting that it is.
Because
But if
in
it
your
had
mind, it's
slight
good
healthy,
enough.
It's good enough that I'm taking it. It
Right.
tastes delicious.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Dinos. Fruity
I
Pebbles.
have to
Fruity
as well.
Pebbles, man, they're so good.
They're so good.
Fruity Pebbles
Speaking
are
of, did we have Frosted Flake in this? We did, and it lost to Fruit Loops. That's right.
Yes, it should.
Frosted Flakes are underrated too,
Yeah,
because there's a time and a place for those guys.
Sure. Once
Um,
every 10 years.
Okay, so with that said, Fruity Pebbles has the dub, and it's already in the finals.
I already know how
Okay.
we're gonna decide on.
Okay, how are we gonna decide?
We're gonna decide with the question I asked. You're on your bowl number 5 of the same cereal. What are you choosing?
It's still
Toast
Cinnamon
Crunch
Toast
is what I'm
Yeah.
choosing, and that's why it's gonna move on.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't gonna be swayed.
I'm not, but that's what I think this next round's gonna come down to, and that's what I want the tiebreaker to be. You're on your bowl
Okay.
5. What are you having?
Okay.
And I think that's gonna.
And so
decide
now
the
we're
winner.
here. We got the 1
With
versus
that being
the
said,
3.
Captain Crunch is my 1. I just want everyone to know that. If I
Well,
had
let's make
one
it your
bowl
1.
of one cereal, Captain Crunch is my thing. But
Okay. Oh, if
this
you have
is
a-
going
no,
for best
I feel
cereal.
like that's more fair.
No. Because
Oh,
if
you're
we're
right.
Going
We are
for
going
best
cereal. Best cereal.
I want
We've been
to
doing
be
that the
able
whole
to
time.
like it multiple times in
Right.
a row.
Right.
If I'm
Not
going
just
for best
one-
bowl of cereal for one bowl, Captain Crunch is going to win because it's got 3 options.
Yeah.
They're all top 5. I'm loving my life.
Yeah.
However, if we're going best cereal, which means I can have multiple bowls and keep going with it, my answer comes down to these 2. I'm
This
going
is
to go
tough,
Cinnamon
man.
Toast Crunch. And the reason why I'm going to go Cinnamon Toast Crunch is you're right. Texture wins.
So good, man.
They don't get too soggy when they're perfect, and you can have them by yourself. And
I was
can
just about
have-
to
I
say,
can have multiple
Think
bowls.
of your Milkless, and you have Fruity Pebbles on top of the fridge.
Yeah,
They're
you can't-
too
you can't
small,
do it.
man.
No, you can't do it.
Yeah, you
It's not
can't.
even possible.
Because how are you picking those up? You
You're
gotta palm them or something. You know,
And
you
you're
go,
like shoveling them.
right.
Like you are the cylinder with your hands. you know?
Exactly. Like, yeah, there's
Nope.
no good way to do it.
No, Cinnamon Toast
Um,
Crunch wins.
Yeah, it does win.
And it sucks because the best matchup was Captain Crunch versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It was. That should have been.
was-
That should have
That's
been.
one. That's seed 1 and seed 2.
It is
in real life.
It is.
It's tough. I don't like doing that.
So
Captain Crunch is
what
what
we
I
did
want
is
to
we
win.
had a March Madness situation, and we had the top 2 teams in the nation accidentally end up on the same side. Is what accidentally
Yeah.
happened instead of splitting them on the opposite sides. But
Mhm.
it happens sometimes. Sometimes
does-
the,
it
the
does
final
happen.
is the
It
semifinal.
does
You know.
happen. But that's who I wanted the championship to be, and that's who I think deserved it.
I do too.
There's a couple cereals we probably didn't put in here that would
True.
have gave some others
True.
a run for its
I
money.
would love, to be completely honest, to do this exact same bracket. Maybe even beef it up and make it 32, but go all out
Good try,
and
yeah.
have them all there, because there would probably be a couple of matchups that change
See, that's what I did with my Honey Nut
because of like
Cheerios.
having it in front of you
I
and
know
being able
for
to
a
taste it
fact
immediately.
If I had them all and I took a bite of Honey Nut Cheerios, the reason why I kept pushing them was because I know I could just picture it. If I took a bite of Honey Nut Cheerios,
Yeah.
I would take a bite and be like, wow, these are so much better than I remember. Like, I don't have these because I was able to have the worse for you cereals later on. So it's not like we had Honey Nut Cheerios all the time.
Right.
But like going back, like I just know with my taste buds that I would take a bite and be like, God, those were so much better. I thought, and that's why I wanted
and then they would be pushed somehow.
And they would honestly be like serial number 8 or 9 overall seed, and I think they would push for a top 5.
Exactly.
And that's why I kind of like did that. But I think there are some other cereals probably right that I
we could do like a thing where you like we have all the cereals. We put one piece in our hand. We eat it. That's how we decide.
Like I haven't had Kix in 15 years. Maybe Kix is way better than I remember.
Yeah.
Although I know it's not.
But I know what you're saying. Or like Life. Cinnamon Life is one of my favorite cereals all time.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
See, there you go. You know, so you have to try it.
That'll blow my mind. Mm-hmm. I don't
know. But that's one of those ones where you have it dry. It sucks. Anyway, so now we have our winner. I'd love to know how other people view the way we set ours up, but just like what other people think.
Yeah,
you know, because I know Lucky Charms is like globally a high up there guy, and we had it lose in the second round.
Crazy. Marshmallow Mateys would finish pretty high in this because Marshmallow Mateys is so much better.
Right.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because what I had as a kid. Like my mom was a bag cereal buyer. Because it's just better deal.
We went back and forth.
It's just a better deal. We're a bag cereal buyer.
Yeah.
I don't remember a time of having box on it, like off the top of my head, but I did like later on when it was, you know, like Albertsons does like the 2 buy 2 get 3 free. Like my mom's buying that all of a sudden, but
I will say only some brands, the off-brand matters. Some like Lucky Charms, it doesn't matter, man. You go to Marshmallow Mateys, you're chilling. But then, and same with the Dino Bites or whatever. Like, they're fine. But then other off-brands, it's like, ooh, no, you missed, man. Cinnamon Toast Crunch off-brand sucks.
See, I don't agree. I don't think it sucks. Wow. It's not as good, but it doesn't suck.
Oh, I think it sucks.
Oh, really? See,
yeah.
I don't think it's
I would only have one bowl. I'll tell you that. I would not have another bowl of that.
Wow.
If that's all we had and I want to something sweet before I went to bed, I'd have one bowl of that. If it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'd be trying not to eat more bowls.
So what are your main things that brand matters?
So for Cinnamon Toast Crunch specifically, the crunch factor is way better. It almost tastes like the other one's always stale. And then the other thing is it almost doesn't have enough of the dusting on the outside, whereas Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like I said, if you pick one up, it's getting on your fingers. This one, it's not really like that.
So I'm not saying just cereal. I'm saying anything.
Oh.
I'm saying you go into a store, you got your main brand,
and
then you got the off brand. We all know it. The store branded, market value or all those.
Or great value or
what are you going with?
Oh, well, it 100% depends on the deal.
Oh, no,
if it's significantly...
I'm just saying, what are the ones that you're like, I don't care about the price difference. I'm not buying them.
Oh, okay, condiments. Condiments are going to be one where if really? Off-brand's cheaper, always going with the off-brand. You want to know why? Because ketchup's all the same. Mustard's all the same.
No, I'm saying opposite.
What?
I'm saying, what ones would you not buy?
Oh.
Because I would argue most people do buy off-brand. When it comes to that stuff, like you're okay with buying the market.
Okay, so at what point am I saying I have to get the regular brand because it's not worth it? I have one off the top of my head. If you want the packet flavored oatmeal, if you want the good packet flavored oatmeal, 100%. You got to go Quaker, man.
Okay, another one I'm going to say that people don't buy very much of is chips. If you go to buy chips, you buy Doritos. You don't buy the off-brand.
If you want to get Lay's potato chips, you're not getting the off-brand. You're getting Lay's.
Now, with that being said, I feel like that one would surprise us. I bet you the off-brand ones are still so good.
Well, one off-brand chip that I know is as good as the other one is the Ruffle off-brand. Yeah. If you get those in its off-brand, it's the same chip.
And that's what I'm
saying.
You
don't even notice.
You could get off-brand tortilla chips and they'd be just fine.
Oh, yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, like
why do
I don't know if I've ever seen an off-brand plain tortilla chip bag.
Have.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't buy them? Why would you buy them?
I've never
bought
them.
Tortilla chips.
Yeah, you always buy the regular one.
And so it's like, but why?
Is it because they're so cheap always?
There? Yeah, but why do we stop there?
Yeah.
Like off-brand whatever is delicious.
Right.
Like frozen pizzas. Our off-brand frozen pizzas from Safeway are 10 times the frozen pizza that are.
They're better.
Yeah, they're way better.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is for most of the case. Now, this is one my mom swears by. I'm not necessarily on the same boat, but she will not buy anything but Jif peanut butter. If it isn't Jif, it's not peanut butter. And my mom's like big on peanut butter. You know me. Peanut butter. She's Jif only. Like I will pay whatever the dollar amount is for Jif. I'm not buying like
wow.
Peter
so
Pan
that's
shit.
Peter Pan.
No.
What's the other one? Skippy.
Skippy. Oh, no, none of that.
Dude, off-brand peanut butter.
It's
I can't notice a difference.
Now I'll say this: Peter Pan and
I've never
Skippy,
had Peter Pan.
Both trash.
Oh, are they?
Off-brand, pretty good.
Where do you get Peter Pan? Because I had never
get it anywhere, but it's like.
Is it like the
tier
fourth on the totem pole?
I think so.
Okay.
Like it's not very big, but it is still big. You know.
Okay. Is it more expensive than the off-brand still?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I'll say this: Jif is by far the best. Like if you had to say,
tell me why.
Pick out your best. There's just texture, man.
So you notice a difference in the texture. I don't.
Sure. If we bought both and you had a
what I
spoonful of
noticed
both, you'd
immediately.
notice.
Okay.
However, it's subtle, but it's big to my mom. I don't know why. Like,
Is it the other ones are like more grittier and this one's way
smoother? If you go and look, I'm telling you, like, there's no way in our cabinet.
Now I'm curious because that is so not the item I would ever think somebody prefers.
That's my mom's like biggest one probably. Like if I ask my mom that question, her number one thing is, Jif peanut butter.
That's funny.
Like that's the one thing I'll always buy. Not often,
right.
You know.
Do you have any specifically? Because if you do, I don't know what they are.
Chips,
yeah.
Like I've never bought an off-brand.
Oh,
chip.
I have another one for you. I have a great
I
one for you.
know one. I feel like I would.
Here's one. And this isn't an item that either of us buy, especially you, because you are not a soda drinker. But like, if you liked
off-brand soda,
let's say, yeah, you're always buying Sprite.
However, I'll say this:
For
I
you,
have had off-brand soda, and it's delicious.
I agree.
It's almost the same.
So I'm a cola guy, and so like Coke or Pepsi would be. Yeah, you're the other one, whatever you call it.
What would you call
Just
it?
a clear
light drink.
Lemon lime is always 7-Up, Sierra Mist, Sprite.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get Target brand lemon lime drink.
You're right. However, I've had it and it's delicious. Like,
yeah, it's not
you
bad.
got those parents that do buy it, like at birthday parties, you know.
Oh, and that's when you have to buy it.
And I wasn't
Shasta, not
Shasta's
bad.
good.
Honestly,
Like,
not bad. Yeah.
However,
for a
say
while
this.
I considered Shasta a name brand.
Yeah, but I'll say this
because it has a name.
Sprite, way better than Sierra Mist. Way better than that. However, the others are still good. Like you're not getting bad per se with it.
I'm a big 7-Up guy because sorry, growing up, my dad's like a Pepsi product guy. I don't know why. He just loves Pepsi. That's his cola. But so he goes with 7-Up because it's also that. Anyway, so I like 7-Up, but I like Sprite more. Are you on the whole this like craze that like the Sprite at McDonald's is the best Sprite?
So
and it's different in some
really
way.
Funny, and I'm going to tell you this. It is better. It is also different.
I've heard it's like more spicy or more bubbly.
There is proof. It actually is different, and it actually is better.
What proof that you've?
Proof that I know people that know this answer.
Okay.
And it actually is slightly different. Their soda fountains are slightly different, and they actually are better.
I mean, one thing I will say,
it is actual proven. It is
really.
Maybe it doesn't taste better to certain people, but it actually is a different amount of concentrate versus soda.
Oh right, yeah, it's different,
and so it actually is different.
I agree.
If you go buy a thing of Coke from the store, and then you
versus
go get
Coke
McDonald's
from a fountain.
Coke. No, McDonald's fountain Coke.
Oh, not just any fountain Coke.
Different than that.
So my view is this: I feel like all fountain drinks are better than their packaged product.
I agree. However,
but where you lose me is the McDonald's exclusive.
McDonald's is different. It actually has a different concentrate. They chose to do it.
Is it their machines or is it the concentrate?
Well, it's the concentrate.
So it's more of the flavor, less the carbonation, or vice versa, or what is it?
I would have to double check because I don't want to give you the wrong information.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, like, I remember asking. I know multiple people who work at Coke, one being my sister.
Oh, that's right.
I know, like, it is known there that, like, it is.
Oh, so, like, they know that they do something
It is different.
Oh, wow.
And it is actually known as, like, better for 90% of people. Like, people think it is better. Like, people will actively go buy $1 large drink there because it tastes better.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go. I want 3 random sodas that are just so good. But I want random ones. Not
to
Sprite,
me or overall?
Just overall. I'm gonna give you.
Okay,
so some right
my
now.
number one's grape soda.
Oh, that's so crazy to me.
It's so good.
So crazy to me.
You hate it.
I'm gonna say my number one's a Ruby Red Squirt. No, I lied. Baja Blast. Ruby Red Squirt.
Okay, well, yeah, Baja Blast is my number one too. Actually, now that you say that, I was thinking more random.
Baja Blast. So that's random. You can only get it at Taco Bell.
That's true.
When do you buy it at the store?
That's a good point.
When was the last time you bought Baja Blast at the store?
It was on a special at the store, only like occasionally, like once every 5 years. I feel like.
Okay, thank you.
And so I bought it like twice ever.
Baja Blast, random.
Yeah, that's random.
Number one.
Right.
My number 2, since I already said it, Ruby Red Squirt.
Mine's great.
So good.
Mine's
you
great
tried
soda.
it for the first time not that long ago?
I did, yeah.
Delicious.
It's good, yeah.
And I'm not a grapefruit fan, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Well, it's not grapefruit, is it?
Oh, grape soda. Yeah, it is grapefruit.
Oh, it is. That's what Squirt is always.
No.
Or the Ruby Red grapefruit. Oh, okay. And so now I gotta think my third.
Yeah, what's your third? Because you said grape soda's your 2, right?
Right. I gotta think. I feel like I'm gonna like forget something.
Mine's brand new. Had it for the first time 2 years ago or a year ago now.
Oh, I know what it is.
Fresca.
Yeah.
Dude, Fresca is amazing. It's 0 calories.
And that's the crazy thing is that it's a diet soda.
It's technically healthy, but it's a diet soda.
No, but it's a calorie
freaking delicious.
Yeah.
Fresca's so good.
It is fire. I don't think it's top 3 for me because I'm obviously gonna pick the sugar option.
Maybe
I
can come up with something different, but like I mean root beer, but root beer's a main soda.
It's a
so
main.
you can't
I already
say
thought that multiple times, but it's a
'Cause
main
root beer
one.
is like probably soda number 1, honestly.
Oh, I know what it is, and it's very similar to root beer. Cream soda.
Oh, see, that's not mine.
That's
Really?
random though. Would you consider it
no,
random?
it's
Yeah,
random, yeah.
that's it for sure.
Like it's a good one, but it's not my number 1.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
between
or
that
not
and
up there.
orange soda for me, to be completely honest, because I love just
Colored
plain orange soda.
Just like
Yeah,
that name.
Yep.
Yeah.
just the orange,
'Cause
just
you-
like grape.
What's
Just
red? What's the red soda?
it's like fruit punch always or something
Fruit
like
punch
that.
is what it
Yeah,
is? Okay.
yeah,
Those are good, but the problem is like they're almost too much of a kick for me.
yeah.
Like,
it's
it's like, holy
very
shit.
Yeah. It's
That's grape soda.
It's a lot of
You know what I'm
flavor.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, that's orange soda.
yeah.
Now, have you ever had an orange soda or a grape soda float? So
I've
good.
I've had an orange soda float, and it's
So
better
good.
than a root beer float, in my opinion. Root beer floats are too much. Root float is
You
like a
might be right.
Pizookie for me. I have a
Oh,
couple of
great
drinks.
segue, Jay. Pizookies are amazing. Number 1.
Why is this? Now tell me why this is a segue.
It's a segue because I talked to you about food feats.
Correct.
You know me, I'm huge into saying I could do that or
Correct.
like I could do this many in this much time or whatever.
Correct.
Because I like to think I know my limits on
Yes.
things.
Yes.
And one of them, like food wise for me, because you know me, I'm real fat at heart. Like real fat at heart. I could eat.
Yeah.
Obviously trying to change that because I don't want to be fat. But you get my point. And so one of my main things were like cereal, right? Like you were like, no way you could eat 3 boxes in 30 minutes, and then
Right.
you're like, yeah, I could too.
Right.
Because I was like, how many do you
Yeah,
want to eat? 'Cause I
we
could-
kind
I
of
could eat
thought it
cereal all
out
day.
together. Yeah.
Like I told you, I was like, I could eat cereal all day. Like give me cereals I like, and I could down them. Like it doesn't
Right.
matter how many there are.
Right.
And I'm used to bags, so when you're like boxes, I'm like, oh, easy,
Crushing
man.
it.
I could crush 2 bags, you know.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, like we'll do 3 boxes, because I could do 3 boxes in 3
Yeah.
days. And then Chad's like, I could do that easily. And like we've been reading all these things, it's like, oh, this is actually really hard.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
was
we
like,
did. Yeah, we were doing
and I was
research.
like, dude, I got this shit. Like I got 3 any day of the week. And again, like we already went there. Like I could have done it. Like I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
With Dinos being the last one, with 16 minutes left, I could have crushed that.
Yeah.
And so like even that one that we all saw how hard it was. Like I had it in me.
So separately, we have one that we're not really going to learn a lot until we just do
Separately,
it.
I don't know when we can do it because it's not expensive, but it's just kind of out of the way. I can't do it at home. Like we got to go do that.
Yeah.
And that's that. You don't believe I could eat 5 Pizookies in one sitting.
BJ's Pizookies to be
BJ's
exact.
And-
That boggles my mind because if you put one whole Pizookie in front of me after I ate my dinner, I don't think there's a certain night that I could ever finish that. Ever.
And
I don't know if I've ever given it more than 5 bites ever.
And so the part that
Usually
we've
like 2.
talked about this, the part that makes you scared that I could do it is the conversations we've had about other sweets.
Yeah, because my thing about why I know I couldn't do it is because it's too rich for me. And so you kept on saying no, and I'm like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying, bud.
You're like, I don't think you know what richness is. Do you know
Yeah.
what richness is? And then like with cheesecake, I can't even eat a piece of cheesecake. It's too rich for me.
Okay.
Like it's too much for me.
So then that
don't
feeling
love
that
it.
you have right there is what I feel about Pizookie. So
And-
it's a problem now
and I'll say
since you've had a
cheesecake.
Pizookie that you know.
And there are some cheesecakes I've had, like from the Cheesecake Factory, where I could eat a whole piece. Don't get
Also,
me wrong.
Is it
but it's still
Pizookie or Pizookie? Because
So
I've always said
It's
Pizookie,
but it is Pizookie.
but it's a cookie, so it's a Pizookie.
It's a Pizookie.
But that sounds
it's
stupid.
Pizookie
But it's
because just-
Pizookie.
I don't know why.
It's nice.
But it should be Pizookie. It's like coupon. I always say coupon, but it's coupon.
But it's
It
coupon.
is coupon.
Oh, is it?
It is coupon.
Okay, that's how I
Like
say it.
coupon.
Coupon.
But I say coupon. I always have. I don't know
Right.
why.
Yeah, just
Maybe
have
it's
it.
Probably my mom says it or something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But like, there are certain words that you say right and wrong.
But dude,
Like,
so
100%.
right now, if we could somehow just teleport to BJ's,
and I could eat.
and you don't even have to eat a dinner,
No,
even
no,
though
no,
most
well,
likely we're
so that's
going
what I'm
to
gonna
do.
s-
So is that what we're gonna? Is that gonna be the
100% It
factor?
would be that I'm not eating all day. Like I'm
Okay.
saving my stomach
Okay.
for that because if I have dinner, there's no way.
No, there's no. It's not happening.
But I'm telling you right now, I could eat 5 Pizookies, and the reason why is there's something about a warm cookie. There's something heavenly
a
about
warm chocolate chip cookie
cookie
is one of the best things that
in the
you can
entire
put in your
world.
mouth.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
And then to throw on ice cream,
Yeah.
that in my opinion, for most people makes it too rich, but for me makes it like scoop like shoveling quicker
Right,
possible.
right.
Because like a nice warm cookie, like it heats the mouth, but then you need a drink. Like this eliminates the factor of I need a
Of
drink.
needing
on
the
side.
drink to take up
Like I can
space
just
in your
keep
stomach.
going because it's like this is the perfect bite for me to like say I'm feel great after that.
I'm trying to.
So I can just continue to do that, and it's like, and to tell you this, I've had my whole Pizookie, and B, I've had most of Danielle's Pizookie and bites of other people's Pizookies.
so
like
you've
I've had, I would
gotten
say I've had
halfway
2.
there.
I've had 2,
Two,
maybe
okay.
2.5 or whatever, and
the challenge is 5.
zero face.
I don't know if we've said that, but the challenge is 5.
And I've had 0 face.
And I actively think he can't do it. I'm not rooting against you. I want to see it, but it's one of those things, man. I don't know.
Okay.
And the thing is, we've been around each other for a long time, so I know what you can eat and what you can't eat, but we've never just done something so gluttonous that this will be the,
I mean, the next one we're going to talk about, because it's another one we've talked about.
Yes.
It's probably the worst calorically.
Yeah.
And that's
even though we don't know the
pizzas.
macros on a Pizookie. But I think this next one is the biggest one.
But the 2 Costco pizzas, I could eat 2 full
2 Costco
pepperoni.
pizzas. Now, we have a time limit on that, don't we? Don't we have like 45 minutes or something like that?
It was an hour or 2 or
I
something
think
like that.
I think it was 45 minutes.
Maybe.
I want to say it was that.
That makes me question it.
I know.
I think I could do it. 45 minutes is like, man, that means I got to eat the first pizza in 10 minutes. Is what that means to me.
So we've
'Cause I need
been
gas.
on this episode for about an hour. So you're telling me throughout this episode, obviously, let's say you're not talking because you're you're focused on one thing. You could eat 2 full Costco pizzas,
gonna
which
tell
we
you
did the math on the car today. We think is about 5,500 calories per pizza.
Maybe more. Yeah,
Maybe more.
I think it's about 12,000 total.
If it was $7.50 in a slice, right? And for
I thought it was
a single
more than
slice, it's 8 in a pizza. So I mean,
Yeah.
So let
What
right,
is that math? It's 760 or like 810 or something.
right. So that's
in one piece.
12,000. So we're about 6 per.
Yeah, about.
So you're
6 per.
eating 12,000 calories out of these 2 pizzas. Wow.
So first off,
That's
that
a
right there
lot.
makes me feel terrible.
I know. It's
just
almost
wanna
like, is it
start
worth
there.
it to do that? Because
It's
that's a lot of
almost not.
cows, man.
It's almost not. Now, with this being said, the innards of the pizza, from tip to crust,
Right.
I could eat both pizzas in like 12 minutes. Like I could down that so fast.
So should we
I could
side
crush
bet?
that.
Should we side bet? Should we
But
have
the
you always
problem
put crust
is-
aside and see if you could do that?
But the problem is the crusts, they're not small on those pizzas. Secondly, Costco's crust
hold
is
up.
not the best.
It's not the
So,
best.
Like, if I had
Actually, okay, hold up.
Papa Murphy's 2 full pizzas, I would do that in 45 minutes, and it wouldn't even be close. Like you guys would be disgusted on how fast I could do that.
It's
because
funny
the
that you
problem is
say
their
Costco
crust
crust is
tastes
not the
good.
best. I
Costco crust. to me is there.
love the Costco
No,
crust
I
because
like
it's so
it.
chewy.
No, I like it, but that's the.
I think
hard
that's what makes it
part
hard for
that
this
would make it
challenge.
hard
You're
for the
right.
Challenge is the
You're right.
chewiness. Like, I would want a crustage as it goes down quickly.
I like that style
You know what I'm
a
saying?
little bit more.
Like it would be like the frozen pizzas we eat. The frozen pizzas we eat.
Yes.
The crust would be hard to consume. in
Yeah,
my mouth.
that's not easy crust to eat.
It's just not. It's just they're good.
But
it
to
tastes
put
good,
this
but
into
it's hard.
perspective, you just said that we're not going to do a side bet, but you just said that you think you could eat just the non-crust part of the 2 Costco pizzas in 12 minutes,
So fast.
which means now
dude.
you have 48 minutes to eat just 16 crusts.
I don't know if I could do that because it's not just 16 crust. It's
That's a lot of
16
chewing, man.
large crusts.
We might get in trouble with like your jaw might get a little tired. In
Oh,
this
that's what I'm
challenge.
saying.
You know, this
Like-
is gonna be like the cookie one where it's just
and
either
the
you
problem-
tap out
so,
or not.
So my only worry with this one is the crust
You might
and how much
physically
liquid
not.
I have to drink.
Ooh,
That's the
yeah.
combo that
I mean, you
get me.
all bets
And I'm
are
not
off.
the kinda
You
guy
can
that
go
can dip.
Nathan's hot dog challenge
Yeah, but I
style
couldn't
and just
do
start
that
dipping.
because the thing is I'm gonna puke. Like I'm not
Oh,
the
you
kind
would
of guy
puke at
that
that
can
point.
eat something disgusting
Okay.
on purposely to eat it. I can't do that. Like
Okay.
I don't have that. Like I
Right.
eat for enjoyment. That's the problem with my diet. Is
Right.
like why? Like I'm trying to lose weight, and eat healthier.
Yeah.
It's like so hard because I like to eat for love. Like I eat for food tasting good.
Right. And so you want to enjoy it
Like
in the
I-
way it's
Like
intended.
Danielle and I have been watching those like whatever you call them. My 600-pound life. Those kind of people.
Yes.
And like one lady referred to it as like I eat, and that's like the same pleasure as you having sex or something like that. And that's when I was like, whoa, okay,
Yikes.
someone loves food more than I do. Like when I eat food,
Yikes.
like when someone's like, let's get pizza, I don't say, oh, that's gonna be like, like that'll be good. I'm like, I'm gonna thoroughly love the next 30 minutes because like I'm excited to actually eat the pizza.
So
'cause it
pizza's your
tastes
favorite
so
food.
good. You know what I'm saying? Like for something about that, I don't know what it is, but like that is something that like, what is it? Is it dopamine? Dopamine skyrockets when I have
Your
that, you know what I mean?
your levels are just through
Correct.
the roof when you have that.
Because it's like that tastes so good to me that I love that. Like,
What's your
that's
favorite
awesome.
all-time pizza
Pepperoni linguiça from Papa's.
from Papa's?
However,
good.
it's close next to pepperoni linguiça from Tracktown, and same goes from like Abby's. Like Danielle, when Danielle worked at Abby's,
Yeah.
dude, and she just brought home Abby's pizza and loaded up. Or
Does
made
she
her
do that
own
every day?
calzone. No, but it was like probably twice a week or once a week, and it was always like the little guy.
Yeah.
When she did that,
Okay.
loved it. It was just unreal, And so like both of those,
Yeah.
I mean, just pepperoni linguiça. And for those who don't know, linguiça is a Canadian sausage. You cannot get it at a lot of pizza restaurants, but it's amazing.
And
it's like kind of sweet.
It's kind of sweet, and it's not like a sausage link slice.
It's like shredded.
It's almost like chorizo in how it's there.
Chorizo, but
You know,
also
it's like no casing
but like
sausage.
real chorizo, not like chorizo you buy from the store.
Correct.
Like real chorizo. It's like shreds almost.
Right,
Like
right.
it's like little chunks and
Pieces of
and
the
like
meat.
It's like you buy like bacon bits and then you squished them all. You know,
Right.
Like that's what it would be.
Now
like.
let me ask you: have you ever had linguiça in its casing form?
No.
Because that's a very
But you can
common
buy it.
thing at like ball games. Instead of a hot dog, it's like it's a linguiça.
Yeah, because it is a sausage. I have not.
Exactly.
I bet it would be delicious.
Way not as good. But if you like hot dogs, it's amazing.
I bet it would be good.
But I like it in its form on the pizza as well. I like it like
I love
that.
it. Like hands down, one of my favorite pizzas. Not even like that is if I'm ordering pizza, that is what I'm ordering. If it's not too much more expensive than pepperoni, because you know me, I'm cheap. I'm just getting pepperoni most of the time.
Right. There's something about I don't know what my preference on like places pizza. Pepperoni is the one to go with, but I don't know if there's like a certain place that has them. But with that being said, Mountain Mike's pepperonis are the best.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Mountain Mike's is?
Don't know what that is.
I think it might just be a California thing or something like that. Possibly. I don't know. If you don't know what that is, I'm guessing that's what
I'm
it
going
is.
to tell you right now. Pepperonis, the smaller the pepperoni, the better.
Bam, that's what Mountain
They're
Mike's
like
is.
the little
There's the small
circles.
ones, and they almost crisp on the
they're
rim. They
thicker.
turn into cups.
And
Correct.
They're thicker. Way
They're
better.
thicker.
They're so good.
Yeah, it's a Canadian bacon thickness, but mini pepperonis that get a little crisp on top. Oh,
So good.
yeah.
Hands down.
But with that being said, Mountain Mike's pizza to me isn't the best. Their sauce is too pasta saucy. It's very like you can taste all the spices in it, which some people would
There's
love.
all these people who say like, oh, the crust is the most important. The pepperoni or the cheese or the sauce. None of that's the most
If
important.
you think
It's all combo.
crust is the most important of a pizza,
Yeah.
crust can be a big difference maker in a pizza,
That's what
but
I'm
it's not the
saying.
most important part.
See, I'm
You're
a firm
high.
believer it's 25-25-25-25.
In
It's
terms
all
of
even. Like,
in
you
terms
can
of
pick out
sauce,
what's bad.
cheese,
Yeah.
crust, and toppings.
Yeah. Like you can pick out what's bad out of all four, so they're all equally important to me.
Yeah.
Like the sauce can be too sweet or not good enough or whatever.
Yeah.
It can be not enough cheese, too much cheese,
Like
whatever.
Little Caesar sauce, it's like candy almost.
Yeah.
It's way
So
too
like
sweet.
there's so many different variables that I don't think you can just say, "Oh, that is it." Like the crust at Papa's is probably what makes me like Papa's the most.
Really?
Yeah, because they use I can't remember what it's called, but they put like this crumble down on the thing first and then put the dough on top. And
Oh, I
creates
know what you're
this
talking about.
nice
It's
cornmeal.
Yes, it's cornmeal.
Yeah, they put cornmeal down, and that's like it's delicious. Like it's really good, and then
Makes it
it's
easier
like
for, like, a
nice,
cook
light,
process.
airy, crispy crust. So I love it. But like at the same time, I've had bad crust, but I've had better flavoring in the other stuff. That it's like that was a delicious.
The
pizza.
chewiness of the Costco pizza is like that's ideal crust for me. So, but the rest of the Costco pizza, it's just pizza to me. It's nothing crazy special. Honestly, the Papa's one is up there for me. I haven't had a lot of like crazy different pizzas or from like actual good places other than just like chains. So my pizza palate isn't the best.
This will be another good segue. I also like the 5 meat stuffed from Papa's. The big
Yes,
one. Like
yes.
I would consider
Papa
like a
Murphy's you're talking about?
Chicago style pizza,
Yeah.
right? You got the New York, you got Chicago.
Yes.
I think New York is better in terms of like that style. With that being said, the Chicago style is freaking amazing. Plus,
And
one
by
piece of
Chicago style,
dills-
you don't mean the Chicago deep dish style. You just mean the
Ye-
regular pizza.
No, I'm talking Chicago
style.
deep dish, like the
Oh, you
thick
are?
ones. Yeah, because that's what Chicago style is.
Right.
Chicago style is like it's like a 2-layered pizza.
I
with
don't think
full
I've ever
stuffings.
had like actual Chicago style.
I haven't
pizza.
either. I've never been to Chicago, but that style, which is the
Mhm.
5 meat stuff, which you have had. Is
Oh,
that
I have had that.
style.
Actually,
That's
now that I
that
think about it,
style.
do you know of a place called I don't remember the name of it. I think it was called Uno. I believe it
No.
was called Uno Chicago Grill.
Sounds
I think I
delicious.
went there once with my entire family when I was a little younger, and we got a deep dish pizza, and it was that stereotypical type
Yeah.
that a lot of people say
That's
isn't
Chicago
pizza at
style.
all. So I think I have had it actually now that I think about it.
It's amazing.
But I don't really remember it, and yeah, I think I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's
It's
absolutely
just
amazing.
different. It's
However, it's I see where people say it's not pizza.
right.
It is pizza.
Yeah,
But I
oh,
see
it
where
is, it
people
is,
say
it
it's
is.
not.
But it's a different
Yeah,
experience.
'cause
It's not what you're
it's
used
so
to.
different.
Yeah,
And so, like, I would say those are the two best styles of pizza for sure.
yeah.
Is like
I think
you
New
go
York
all
style,
out
like
or
if-
New York, just buy the sliced fat.
Correct. When
So
I
good.
get that opportunity at some point, and I can actually just have an authentic New York slice, I think I'm just gonna be in heaven because I think that's gonna be like
I think
I'm
so
gonna learn that's my favorite type of pizza.
There's something about it because you almost get more innards rather than more crust.
Yeah.
kind of in a way
Yeah.
because they're so long.
Mm-hmm.
But what other food things do you think you could pull off? that-
Me,
like
in
we
particular?
talked about Ben and Jerry's.
Oh yeah.
Ben and Jerry's is too sweet for a lot of people. It's not really too sweet for me.
And
Like,
that's
that's
the weird thing
another
is that I
richness
was
to me.
talking to you about the richness of the Pizookies, which is why I don't think I could do it. But I have downed a pint of Ben and Jerry's easy.
And it's not hard at all.
It's not that hard, even though it is so sweet and so rich.
They have so many toppings in there, and that's
Yeah.
what makes it good.
But I think that's what makes it almost not tiresome. Is there's so much going on at one time? It's not like just a bucket of strawberry ice cream where it's like,
how
this
many could you
sucks.
eat for dessert? You had a light.
Oh, just a normal night?
You had a light.
Two
with ease.
I know I could do one with these because I have done one with these. Unfortunately, I don't want to admit that, but dude, we used to do. Well, yeah.
No. I want to hear what
I was
we
just
used
about
to
to say
do.
we used to do the frozen pizza
And then
and a full Ben and Jerry's.
that's like 4 G's.
We're not small.
That's like 4 G's.
We didn't eat small those nights. No, that's like 4 G's for real. But anyway, I
That's
have
2 days
done
worth of food.
one easily. I have done one easily. And so yeah, a light dinner night, I think I could crush 2. I could do one like immediately after dinner. A few hours go by, we're watching a movie or something like that. Dip into a second one that's completely different. I think I'd be able to crush it easy. More than that, that might be where you lose me.
How many could you do in one sitting immediately after dinner? Like you grab that one with ease, you ate it. Could you immediately start on the next one?
I could probably go 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah,
See,
because
that's-
I've never
this
been
is-
done with the
these are the
first pint and
conversations
been
that
like,
make me sick.
why? Oh, you're done. You couldn't do it?
No, they make me sick about myself. I could
Oh.
keep going.
Oh God, how many could you do without stopping?
I don't know the answer, but I know it's more than 4.
Oh no.
I know for a fact. And it's not even like hard to think about. I know for sure I could have at least 3. Like I could eat 3 immediately after like a small dinner so easily.
Okay, let me ask you this: what are those 3 flavors?
So we found one of my new favorites.
Mm-hmm. What's it called again? Chubby
Hubby.
Yeah,
It's got those like the pretzel filled of
they're like chocolate
and
covered
peanut butter.
pretzel balls. Oh, they're
They're
like
so good.
salty, chocolatey. They're crunchy.
The rest, when you get a bad one, ruins it. But
Yeah.
when you get a good one, unreal.
I agree.
Second would probably be the core ones, the cookie core. Amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And that's actually
So
the one
good.
that I was thinking in my mind that I've downed way too easy, dude.
Yeah,
That should hit
so
you
good.
harder than you
They're so
think.
good.
It's like 1,400 calories or something like that, and you can
Yeah.
just cruise through.
Oh, just.
But the
eat.
center of those ones, oh, it's like a.
No, I have the best idea.
I don't even know how to
It's
explain
a
it.
Dairy Queen birthday cake, crumbled up.
Oh, that's right. Because I don't know what that
that's
is, but
the
you do.
core. You know, like Dairy Queen birthday cake, the middle section. It's like that, but you crumble it up even more, and then you put that in ice cream.
Correct.
In the middle of it, in the ice cream.
And now, after you've said that, I really want to try the Dairy
So
Queen ice cream.
Is this you first time telling me you've never had Dairy Queen ice cream cake?
I haven't had the one you're talking about. Are you talking about the one with like that special disc or something like that?
Oh,
That you say you used to
Have
get?
you ever had just Dairy Queen
Yeah,
ice cream cake?
yeah. I've had just
Oh,
a
yeah,
basic cake.
Okay, so this is my fat guy story. Is what
Okay.
you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay, so at our local Dairy Queen, which is now no longer a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I went in there one time and I was like, so how do you guys like make your ice cream cakes? Like do you guys just sell the middle? Because it's by far the best part.
Now, what's the middle?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's some like cookie with like fudge,
Oh.
like combination.
Yeah.
And they're
It's like a berry routine ice cream and more ice cream, or ice cream in the cake part.
So pretty much what they do is they make a layer of their ice cream, freeze it,
Mhm.
and then they put the disc in it, and then they do another ice cream piece on top.
Oh, nice.
And then that's how they make the cake, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here like, well, I mean, like, you don't do it all at once. So, like, you got to have that separate, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, how much is it for, like, just the middle disc? Like, oh, we sell it for, like, $3. Like, something super cheap.
Oh, so did they not have to like create that
no,
object
no,
for you,
no,
or
it's
do they?
just in the back. And I was like,
And they do sell it.
yeah. But they, like, it's not on the menu. Like, you have to ask for it, but you
Okay.
could purchase it.
Okay.
And I was like, wait. So you're telling me for, like, $3 I can buy the middle disc and just get that?
And how old are you?
I'm like freshman year probably.
So for $3,
sophomore
you're
year?
pumped.
And so I like I don't believe it's real. Like, have you ever done that? Like, talk to someone about buying something.
And you think
They're
you're
telling you about it.
you're like,
and
we're
then-
talking about two different things,
and then
clearly,
at
because
the-
there's no way.
Well, no, and then at the end, like, you're like, all right, let's do it. And then they're like, oh, this is what it is. And you're like, that's a toy car, not a real car. You know what I mean? Like, something like that.
right.
And you're like, fuck me. It was like one of those situations. I was like not believing it. I was like, okay, I'll get one. Like, let's see what I get. And then she comes out with like, you know, what's that parchment paper? She comes out with like this thing in like a little tiny box that has parchment paper on top and bottom.
Yeah.
And like I lift the parchment paper and I see gold. Like, that's in my head. That's what I see. I see just a fat ore of gold, and I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit, my life's been changed.
It was glowing out of the parchment paper.
This lady's telling me I could buy this whole middle piece. You're talking every birthday party I've gone through just ran through my head, where I eat around. I eat the top.
the
I
ice
eat the
cream
side.
around
I
it.
eat the the back, and I just leave this fatty chunk, and then I grab it and I look at it like I'm the fattest kid in the world, and I'm gonna make love to you right now. That's what I'm doing with this. And you're telling me I can have the whole thing for $3? Like, Mom, buy me 10 of these. Make that the cake.
You didn't ask them any additional questions.
Nope,
I'm
I just
like, how
said-
many do you got on hand?
Nope, I just said.
Because that's a question you would ask now.
No, yeah, that's the question I would say. No.
Yeah.
I said, I'll take it. I handed her $3, and I said to myself, this is the greatest day of my life.
Did you just down it immediately?
And I ate the whole thing.
Immediately.
I want you to know. I sat in that Dairy Queen, and I ate that whole thing.
You sat in the Dairy
Oh,
Queen.
and I literally said,
Were there
myself,
other people? I hope
Oh,
not.
for sure.
Damn it.
Yeah. And I
If
said
you're
to
alone, just a kid
no,
in the
so
corner.
ours had a front room, and then it had like a little
side
left
way.
section, so I could sit where no one saw me. And I just ate that whole thing, and I remember to myself saying, "This is a great day." Like,
Where
this
were
is the
you in the
end of
day?
day.
Like, what were you doing? You were on your
I
way
don't
home
know.
from school?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But that was the day I realized that you could buy that by itself.
How big was it? Tell me again. Is it like basketball diameter?
Yeah.
Smaller,
it's like,
bigger?
well, so it's like in terms of pies, like, you
Okay.
get like an
Oh, it's
8-inch
that
cake
big. Okay.
or like a whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they sold it. So, like, they had
Okay.
multiple sizes, and I just got the smallest one. In terms
Oh,
of
they
cake
had multiple.
size.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's like
Because their
they
cake
sell
sizes
bigger size cakes.
vary.
And so I was like, I'll just take that one. Like, that sounds good. Like an 8-inch one. Sounds great, Well, fuck me. That's amazing.
I wonder what
Thoroughly amazing. It does get old after a while. I'll tell you that now. Like,
okay.
I know there are questions out there, especially if anyone from my town is listening. There are questions. It does get old after a while.
There's like a couple of people
Yeah,
that were
it does
watching you through the window.
Oh, for sure. But it's still amazing. Hands down. One of the best things you can get. But it does get old.
Oh, what I was gonna ask is, what do you think the intent behind them, like having those ready to actually sell just on their own, like people making their own cakes at home, or eating it like you just ate it? Because the fact that it's like
I sure
technically
hope
not
it was
on the
option
menu.
A.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think just like anyone who sells that stuff, like, could you go to a Domino's and say, hey, how much is just a ball of crust? Like a ball of, like,
Of
your guys'
dough.
dough. Can I buy a ball of dough? Most likely they say no. But if you go to a local place, I think most local places would sell you that kind of stuff.
I think so too.
And they would sell it to you at a rate of which they're making money. And
Yeah.
they know they're making
And that's
money.
probably a number that they're very aware of. Oh, we get our dough balls for this much.
And they probably
Or
house
whatever.
make all those things.
yeah, that's true.
And it's probably not on the menu because that's not a menu item anywhere.
Right.
But they probably say, yeah, we would sell this for $4 because I made it for 10 cents. Why would I not sell it for $4?
Exactly.
Or I'll sell it for $3 or whatever
Like,
the
it's not
price was. I
that
don't
big of a
remember.
deal for you.
But yeah, so I think it's one of those things that they don't sell. And then you get some bakers who come in there.
Right.
God, we love the middle of your guys' cake. Do you just sell that perhaps? Like, we obviously wouldn't say it's
That could be,
our thing.
straight up. That
And
could
they're
be,
like,
yeah.
yeah, we sell it for $4 for other people.
Yeah.
And I was a cake maker that day. Just didn't make a cake.
Are you a cone guy for ice cream? Or are you like a bowl guy?
Cone.
Like, let's say, obviously not if you're at home. You're kind of a psycho if you buy cones individually for at home.
I've done it before.
I have two actually, but
It's a rarity. How about that?
Yeah,
If
it
you do it
is.
every time, weird.
yeah.
if
But
you
if you're
do it
going, do you
every
know
once in a
what
while,
thrifty ice cream is? You probably do, right?
Never heard of that. What is that?
Really? You know what Rite Aid is? No.
Rite Aid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they sell? Is that their brand?
Thrifty is a brand of their like ice cream deli or whatever.
Never
you call
heard of it, but
Inside.
okay.
Oh, it's
I've
wonderful.
also been to a Rite Aid maybe 3 times.
So the crazy thing is that Rite Aid they scoop their ice cream out with like these cylinder style ice cream scoops. So it's
Love
not
it.
like a ball like normal. It's almost like a little bit of a cylinder. Not like, nothing weird. But during the day, I don't know if it's like a certain week or whatever. It might just be all the time. I think it is. They still honor like their old time prices, and it's like a scoop for $1, 2 scoops for $2, 3 scoops for $3, whatever. And they always do that. So it's kind of money, if you're just a kid that wants ice cream.
sure.
Anyway,
You don't say no to a kid for
no.
for $1.
if you're getting ice cream, let's say from like a place like that, you go in cone or you go in bowl?
How much is the cone?
50 cents.
And the bowl's not 50 cents?
Yeah, damn it.
Bowl.
Okay, let's say
Same
it's
price?
Yeah.
Cone.
Really? Okay.
However, I don't want that sugar cone. I want a waffle cone.
That was my next question.
Yeah, I don't really want the sugar cone. I want the waffle cone. 'Cause
The
it's
sugar
way
cone is the paler one that is like a cylinder.
It's shitty.
You want the waffle cone
airy
that's a
and
cone.
gross.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
airy
It's
and not
weird.
good.
It's
Like,
weird.
I'll eat it, but it's not good.
The one good thing about those ones is when the ice cream settles to the bottom, and then you just kind of like down that in one bite. It's
we should
kinda
stop at
nice.
Rice Hill one day. It's
Well, what's
halfway
there?
from here and where I'm from.
And what's there?
It's literally nothing except for the Rice Hill stop. Like it's tiny, minuscule, but it's literally the halfway point, and it's where everyone would meet to go halfway or whatever. And they sell Umpqua ice cream there, all kinds of Umpqua ice cream by the scoop.
Nice.
And they sell bones and they sell corn dogs and things like that too. But like it's this weird place in the middle of nowhere that's always busy.
Yeah.
And they sell like on their door it says how many how many gallons of ice cream they sell in a year. Absurd amounts, thousands. Tens of thousands. Like it's an absurd amount of gallons of ice cream, and they sell all Umpqua, and it's it's just really good because there's something about buying Umpqua ice cream at the store and having it yourself versus buying it at a place like that. It's just so good. Like they keep it in the perfect temperature and whatever.
It's better stored. Yeah, it has like a better creaminess.
So we'll end the podcast on me telling a story on how I lost out on millions of dollars.
Okay,
and it has to do with ice cream cones.
Okay.
So, what is do you like drumsticks?
Yeah.
What's the best part about a drumstick?
Oh, I know where this is going. Now I realize. Although I don't know why you lost out on $1 million. But let's continue. The drumstick. The best part about a drumstick is obviously that little bit of milk or dark chocolate in the bottom of the cone.
Serial killer tendency is someone who says the best part is not the end of the drumstick.
Correct. Someone that says the peanuts on top is the best part?
Yeah, those are crazy people.
Yeah.
Those are people who dream about weird things that end up killing people later. It is the chocolate-filled tip of cone.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down the best.
Yeah.
My idea was, listen, screw the rest of the cone. Let's make that and sell that as candy.
Just a bag of cone tips.
A bag of cone
chocolate
tips.
Inside. Money.
They make it now.
Do they? What are they called?
I don't know. But I saw them in the store one day.
When did you see them?
Probably like 6 months ago. And
okay, I was going to say, I could have swore when you had this idea, you didn't know it was
I
a
had
thing
this idea
yet.
about 15 years ago when I was a kid with my mom. And I came up with the idea.
Oh, okay.
And I said to my mom, I was like, Mom, we'd make a lot of money if we made this. She's like, it's a really good idea, hon. I was like, no, Mom, I don't think you understand. We'd make a lot of money if we sold a bag of these. I wouldn't buy these anymore. Who gives a shit about drumsticks?
Yeah.
I'd buy these for $1. I'd buy 10 of these instead. Like, this was so worth it.
Right.
Like, screw buying drumsticks. I just want these. Like, I don't want the rest. And I saw them in the store about 6 months ago, and it broke my heart. And I was like, that was $1 million idea.
That is by far the best part. Oh, I can imagine that right now.
Couldn't you just imagine?
Because they don't even need to be refrigerated. The only part that needs to be refrigerated
No, but
is
they
the
would be
part.
refrigerated.
They would be because that makes them good.
It makes them even better.
But it would be optional. But most people would.
So yeah,
put
but
them
you
in
put
there.
them in the fridge, and that's where you sell them.
Fridge or freezer? Fridge.
Doesn't matter.
You don't want it
either
too
or.
hard.
And then you buy that.
Yeah.
$1 million idea.
Let me ask you this
$1 million.
real quick. You ever heard of dibs?
100% overrated.
What happened to those? They fell off. That was a big thing. Those little
I'll tell you
red
what
tubs of ice cream balls coated in chocolate.
I'll tell you what happened. Way overrated for regular store.
They are.
Only time you'd buy them is if you went to a movie theater, and movie theater
was that
you
the gimmick?
$6 for the little tiny one.
Is that the gimmick about them? They're handheld, and you don't need that. They don't need to be.
They're easy
necessarily.
To use. So like people only bought them at the movie theaters, and the
They
problem
still sell
is
them there?
you can't. The problem is you can't buy things at movie theaters because it's too expensive. Everyone just sneaks it in. Let's be real. We're all thieves at some point.
Yeah, you're an
We
idiot
break
if
the
you're
law.
creating a product designed to be sold at movie theaters.
Correct.
Unless you're
a
redefining
popcorn.
the price point of
No,
movie theaters.
unless you're a popcorn maker.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, hey, we got to get this all of this shit in movie theaters.
Right.
That's the only thing. Or a fountain drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, it's overpriced.
Yeah.
I just want to create a movie theater that has a regular price items.
Yeah.
I want a movie theater. The Dollar Theater, you weren't around here.
Would that not crush?
So you weren't here with the Dollar Theater, were
No,
you?
I was not.
The Springfield Cinema that is now like the really nice one. Used to be the
The
Dollar
one at the
Theater.
Gateway Mall?
Yeah, it used to be a Dollar Theater. And what it was is like literally at any time we could go watch a movie for $1, but it wouldn't have the newest stuff out. It would have the stuff that just got out of theaters in
that are
theaters.
like just now on DVD.
And they would do that. And they still had regular price concessions. But imagine if they were to like, I would
watch
watch
so many
Atlanta
more
Falcons
movies.
games.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that at Mercedes-Benz? And they like sell hot dogs for $2 and nachos for $2 and unlimited drinks for $3. And they just had fountains everywhere.
Right.
Everyone had dinner, seconds, and thirds there. Like everyone around me went to there multiple times to get food.
Yeah, because
I probably went there at least. They had beer for $3,
which I think is a fantastic deal.
Which is a phenomenal deal
like
if you're a beer drinker, right?
$10
It's
or
like $10 there. It's disgusting, or $8 or whatever. And so like their whole thing, and they said they made so much more money on concessions, and they've been so much busier. It's of course you have been like.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't sneak candy.
You don't change the portions at all. You
No.
only change the price. Have you ever been like, at a stadium like that or something like that, and you see like the idiot that's for some reason buys the nachos? They give you like 10 chips
It's the worst.
and a little thing of cheese and salsa.
Imagine
That's
if
like
they kept it all the
$4.
same.
Right. You would be way more inclined to go get way more because
would-
it's another $1 this
yeah.
time, another $1 this time.
Yeah.
And then
why
it
would
makes sense why they just
I
do
wouldn't
amazing.
sneak food.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to tailgate and just cram food in my mouth.
I would love to know what the numbers are of people that go to stadiums that are regular and don't buy anything.
Oh, you should look at
It's probably a
Mercedes-Benz
lot.
Stadium. It's nuts. They went up at like 250%
I
profit
heard that. Yeah.
in year one.
So I don't know why more stadiums aren't catching
Every
on to that.
stadium should.
They should. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic model.
I
Helps
just-
everyone.
It's literally
People
best
are
case
gluttonous in this country. More than I feel like they are financially irresponsible.
Yeah.
So at this point, make everything cheap and they'll go ham over it.
Oh, and it's the best part is it's such cheap food that you can do that and still make great margins.
Right.
Like hot dogs cost like Costco dogs or whatever. You buy 48 of them for $8
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like sell them for $3 a piece, and
Exactly.
everyone will buy a shit ton of them,
Yeah.
or $2 a piece, and everyone will buy a shit ton of them.
Right. You don't need to buy an
You
$8
don't have to buy a
hot dog.
$6 hot dog. Why are we
Right.
doing that to us?
Right.
Why are you doing that to people?
Right.
Sell it for $2.
Yeah, how much
and
was your
make
drink with the cup?
400%. A drink with a cup is like less than 5 cents, dude. It's disgusting.
Wait,
Oh, but there,
I'm saying there when you got your
like
commemorative cup.
$12
Okay, okay.
for the
And how much?
commemorative cup.
How much was it just for an unlimited cup without the commemorative?
At least 8.
No, I'm saying at AT&T or sorry at Atlanta.
Oh,
I'm
the
saying
commemorative
there.
cup there was $6 or $5.
Okay, okay. And then a normal drink is $1.
How about this? I don't remember the exact breakdown. This is going to sound really fat, and I did it because I was there.
Yeah.
I had been on a plane for 12 hours, and I wanted to experience what it was like to order whatever I wanted and give a $10 bill.
Yeah.
I spent $12.
Okay.
I got 2 hot dogs, nachos, a piece of candy, and a commemorative cup that was
Right.
unlimited drinks.
Money.
Huh?
That's awesome. To be able to go and actually have a decent amount of food at a place
Yeah,
at a stadium,
and my coworker
and you're
that
not
I went
spending
with,
$30.
coworker I went with was a little bit more of a drinker. She got herself a beer.
Yeah.
Or 2, a hot dog, maybe like a thing of chips and candy.
Yeah.
And she spent like $13, almost the
Right.
same as me, and she got beer. I
So
was
think
like,
about
that's
it
the
on
price of one
from
thing.
like a family standpoint, and like how many families
Oh,
don't
you
eat
would,
there
No, hold on.
because
That's
you
the
don't
thing.
want to drop $40.
You would go there and your
Exactly.
family would eat. Like,
Exactly.
you wouldn't tell your kid no.
No, whatever
You'd
you
be
want.
like, what do you want?
You want a
And
pretzel and a hot dog? Go ahead.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Pretzels, hot dogs. I remember this. Pretzels, hot dogs, and nachos were all $2.
Oh, fire.
$2 a piece.
That's all I'd need. I wouldn't.
And that
need
comes
anything
with
that's
the
higher
toppings.
priced.
So like,
Right.
if you got a pretzel with cheese, $2. How good of a deal is that?
Man, it's such a good deal.
Like, I want that deal anywhere. I want that deal in a mall, let alone,
Yeah.
like, mall prices suck too.
Yeah.
I don't understand why these places haven't realized that the amount of people that would buy this shit goes
Yeah, it's
through
a
the
great
roof
model. It's
if
a
it
great
just
model.
wasn't overpriced. It's exactly like, movie theaters are segue into
Right.
this. With the movie theaters, if they just lower the price to the
Yeah.
same, I would not sneak stuff in the movie theater.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to.
I'm telling you right now, movie theaters, I would not sneak shit into your movie theater.
Because that's one of the most broken rules that every American makes.
Correct.
The only time you're buying stuff at the movie theater is
If
if
it's
by
popcorn.
some chance it was an accident.
No, if it's popcorn.
Well, if it's popcorn, but I'm saying the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Is if by some accident everybody meets together, they're all busy during the day, you're going to see a movie and no one had time to go get candy or something like that, then it's like, okay, if you absolutely want something, go ahead and spend the $4 on a box of
Correct.
Skittles or
Correct.
something like that. So it's like if you just drop that, no one would feel the need to have to make a separate trip to the dollar store first and hide. If you just
100%.
drop prices and everyone was able to shop
If they
there.
sold dollar store candy,
Yeah.
oh my god, I would buy.
Yo,
$20
you would
worth
go.
of
You would
snacks.
probably go to the theater. No, because you can't get to the candy part without actually buying a ticket to the thing, huh? I
No,
was
you
gonna say
can't.
you could
No, you
you
can't.
could just stop by the theater, grab
you can't.
candy if you ever
You
needed
can.
it.
No, you can't. You can go buy. You can go buy popcorn if you just want to buy popcorn.
Oh, you can.
Hmm.
There you go.
But like, why
You
don't
gain
you lower
business
the
that
price
way,
on your
too.
popcorn, lower the price on the candy, lower the price on drinks, and just make sure everyone buys some.
Right.
It's
don't
no
even have-
longer a choice.
You don't even have to mess with it. You don't. It doesn't have to be a dollar theater. You don't have to do the whole dollar movies. You can have a regular movie theater.
or just rock a regular movie theater and,
And just
be
do this part.
$10. You get a drink, popcorn, candy, and ticket.
There you go.
$10 a person.
There you
or,
go.
Or $12 a person, whatever it is.
Right.
You're
Add
crushing.
$4 and you get 4
You're
items and your ticket.
crushing.
Yeah.
I would go all the time.
You're buying the experience ticket.
You're telling
as
me you
opposed
want
to
to go all
just
the time? I would go. all
I
the
would
time.
too. I would too. I would see so many more
Every new
movies.
movie I wanted to see, I would go.
Correct. That's what I was saying about the dollar thing is because I'm not a movie goer anyway. So when movies are officially out of theaters and they enter the thing, it's still going to be probably a year, 2 before I actually see it. So I wish that was still there because I would see so many more movies.
Oh, dude, the dollar theater.
If I go
was great.
spend $3 or $4 or something like that and have a whole experience.
It was packed all the time too. It was awesome.
I bet.
It was great.
Sense.
Thank you for letting us ramble on about nonsense today.
Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at the CJ2K Show for updates and other content that we may be doing in the future.
I hope everyone has a wonderful day today.